This hormone deficiency is why your ADHD is getting worse. And it's not dopamine. If you don't fix this, your ADHD is only getting worse day by day, and it's something that your doctor is definitely not talking about. Now, let me explain, why is hormones so important? Because you guys hear me talk about, I've said this a lot in my different videos, of how important neurotransmitters is. The thing is, with neurotransmitters, they really can only work effectively if you have hormones. But efficient supply of hormones stimulating and help building and modulating neurotransmitters. So what are these hormone deficiencies and imbalances? Well, there's a lot of them. In fact, there's the mother of all of them, which I'm gonna get towards the end of the video. But in order to understand this, I gotta piece this together. So the very first hormone deficiency that I have seen a big issue, in fact, there was a study that came out that showed a group of people that were over 75,000 people that didn't have the ADHD, that was the control group, and over 75,000 people that did have ADHD. And the interesting thing that they found between these is that what they were testing for is they were seeing, is there a correlation if you have ADHD that you have a higher likely chance of getting a thyroid issue? And what they found was very interesting. They found that 1.5 times the amount of people with ADHD had hyperthyroidism, but even the bigger one is they found a 3x likelihood, if you had ADHD, of likelihood of having hypo, which is a huge difference and something I've been saying for years, but I don't see doctors really talking about this. And why is the thyroid itself a big contributing factor when it comes to your ADHD? And why is it making it worse? It's because the thyroid also stimulates neurotransmitters, specifically dopamine. So when your thyroid is underperforming, you're gonna have brain fog, you're gonna have focus issues, motivation issues, heart palpitations, anxiety, stress, fatigue, you name it. It's so similar to what we experience with our ADHD. But here's the big problem that most of your doctors are missing, is they're running the wrong types of labs. All they're running is TSH, which is a thyroid stimulant hormone that is released in the brain. The things that you should be testing for is like free T3, free T4, reverse T3, and anti-TPO. The anti-TPO levels tell us specifically, especially at an early stage, if you're starting to have a thyroid issue. Because if this becomes a problem, your ADHD for sure is going to get worse and only get worse throughout your entire life if you do not address this. So please, please check this with your doctor, get these tests done. Now, if you're not one to have to write this all down, you can download my ADHD lab protocol guide that goes over all these labs and much more as far as what you need when it comes to what labs you should be testing for to see what issues you're having to helping you out. Again, that's in the description below. Now, the next hormone has to do with something you probably deal with every single day with your ADHD, and that is dealing with stress. So the thing with stress, and this happens to everybody, is whenever we deal with stress, we have these spikes, these constant spikes of cortisol. Cortisol will increase when we're really stressed out, but if this happens too much, too frequently, we then reach a state of complete burnout, where our cortisol levels are just plummeted and are insufficient. Now, why is this a problem when it comes to related to ADHD? Well, cortisol also stimulates and helps with like the receptors. So if you think about like receptors of like cortisol in order for it to release, also to even build and modulate, there is sensitivity receptors, and there's usually an issue with ADHD of it just not being released enough. Cortisol helps with that process. And so if there's not enough cortisol, it can't really release that. But if there's too much cortisol, then we deal with chronic stress. And when chronic stress happens, we reach the state of burnout where there's not enough cortisol being produced. And when that happens, cortisol has to ask and steal, what I would say, from other hormones in order to produce more cortisol. And so who is cortisol stealing from? Well, in order for cortisol to be made, there is two different types of hormones that are really important. In fact, it's the mother of all hormones. And it's something that I haven't heard any doctors really ever talk about this, especially related to ADHD. And it's something new in my channel that I haven't talked about. It's something new that I've discovered. There's always new discoveries that we find, especially when it comes around ADHD and mental health. But the hormone I'm talking about is pregnenolone. Pregnenolone is what makes all our different hormones. It helps make testosterone, progesterone, estradiol, cortisol, you name it. And if that's an issue, then that becomes even a bigger problem, not only for your ADHD, but also your overall health. Another really big one is DHEA. DHEA is the breakdown that helps build testosterone, estradiol, and other different hormones that are key for stimulating neurotransmitters, things like dopamine. Do you see how this is all connecting? So if cortisol is constantly taking away from pregnenolone and also DHEA, those levels start to increase. So what does that mean? Another hormone, which a lot of you males wonder if this is an issue, and it is, because with DHEA, we see about 64.5% decrease, deficiency. In all the patients that we have tested over the years, we see that DHEA levels is a big problem. And because of that, we see about a 25 up to about 38% of people, not just males, but also females, that are low in testosterone. Now you might be asking, what does testosterone have to do with ADHD? Testosterone is also responsible not only for energy, but also can help with the stimulation process of different neurotransmitters, things just like dopamine. So it's the mother of all hormones, pregnenolone, that helps make the different hormones. But if cortisol is insufficient, which I will tell you, about 88 to even up to 92% of the people we test have insufficient cortisol levels. So if that's the problem, if you're watching this video, this is probably you. You probably have a cortisol issue. You probably have a lot of different hormones that are not being tested and looked at. That is the main reason of why you're having issues with your dopamine and other neurotransmitters with your ADHD. And that is what's making your ADHD worse day by day and throughout your rest of life if you do not address this. Now, like I said, if you don't want to have to write down all these different labs, because there's more labs to understand the root causes of your ADHD, you can download my ADHD lab protocol guide in the description below. So knowing this new information, what do you need to be doing next? What I would tell you is you definitely need to be running labs to identify which hormones are you really deficient. Because if you're deficient on any of these, this is directly impacting your neurotransmitters, your dopamine. So what I would say to start off with is definitely test for your thyroid issues. Run all those different things. Run different hormones. Look at DHEA levels. That's a big one. Look at your cortisol levels. Look at testosterone. Look at progesterone, estradiol. Look at all those. If there's any kind of insufficiencies, even if it's not significantly low, but it's on borderline low, you should still address it. This is the problem with a lot of doctors. They're just going based off of reference range and not what is optimal. I like to look at optimal levels because that is going to give you the optimal results that you do need. Now, to bring this all together, it's good to see case studies of like what it looks like to look at labs before and afters and seeing how that impacted someone's ADHD. So you should watch this video next where I have done over 11,000 different lab tests on my ADHD patients and broke it down to explain what to do, what to implement. So watch this video next.